That's good. So has anybody been working on anything this week? I know I've seen your science project, Maurla. Did anybody work on anything like that?
I worked on his science project.
Okay.
I did.
Can you tell me about it? Like, how did it end up? I'm curious. I was very curious about it.
Got a 90.
Got a 90? Oh, that's good.
I got a
No,
98.
it's not what it deserved. It deserved 100.
It deserved 100? Why do you say that?
Because I did good on it.
You did.
I feel like that when I do your homework.
What else? Anybody else work on anything? What's up, Anaya?
I worked on a solar system project, which was very stressful because it was all lies.
Ooh. Okay, why do you say it was all lies?
Because when I would look up the pictures to like print out the my poster board,
Yeah.
there was 900 different pictures.
Ooh. And so you have to go through 900 pictures to pick one good one?
Yeah, but like the correct one.
Yeah. So how did you decide which picture was best?
I just said, here, this is the picture.
You just picked one?
Because it said that it showed a picture of Mars when I typed in Venus, and when I typed in Venus, it showed a picture of Mars that were in the same column.
Yeah. But you got through it, right?
Yes.
That's good. When do you get your grade for it?
We haven't gotten to present yet.
Okay. Well, I hope you did good on it. What's up, Shariah?
I've worked on names for something.
Names for something?
Yeah.
Is it a surprise?
Is it? No. We're gonna have a business when we move to Virginia.
Oh, nice. So you're coming up with business names?
I have to come up with a blog name.
Ah, very nice. That's cool. What's up, Aria?
I had a visible ink.
You had an invisible ink project? How did that go?
Good. The napkin ones, they won't.
Cool. That's good.
No, they caught on fire.
Yeah, they did. I remember that. I was there. Because I was the one who set them off.
And I put zero.
We're not going to go there. Alright. Anybody else work on anything? Piano?
I worked on my song.
What? How's practice going for you? I really want to know. Because I don't get to see you practice.
Yeah, man.
I see her.
It's challenging
Challenging? Why do you say that?
because I don't know what I'm doing at all.
Yeah, learning something new for the first time, huh?
Yes.
So are you picking things up of like what your coach is telling you and stuff?
Yeah.
That's good. Are you getting better?
Yes.
Slowly but surely, right?
Yes.
That's good. And you had a scrimmage. How did that go?
It could have gone better, but
Yeah.
It's a scrimmage.
Looks like a practice game.
Oh. Harry Potter.
Naomi, what you work on?
I haven't really worked on anything.
No? Nothing for homeschool or over the weekend? Helped your mom with something? No? Well, I did see you wash your hair the other day. And your curls were so pretty.
Right, I did do
Right?
I did do that.
Good.
Can't forget that.
Well, it sounds like everybody had a busy week. So I do want to start off with the topic because we all had to accomplish something during the week. And the topic today is goals. And earlier I asked you guys questions about goals. So do you guys, I want to hear your definition of what a goal is. What's up?
Something that you want to achieve in life.
Okay. Arya?
Something you're good at.
Something you're good at? Tiano?
something that you know that you're missing and you know that you need to accomplish it.
Right?
Something you want.
Something you want. Naomi?
Something that you work for to get.
Yep, those are all great goals. And to get these goals, what do you have to do for them? Do you
Work hard.
work hard? You have to be motivated. Arya,
Do them every day.
do them every day, so you gotta practice at them. That's good. So I want to go into physical goals and spiritual goals. Physical goals, for example, everybody tends to set a New Year's resolution. Have you guys heard of a New Year's resolution?
I only seen the new
Right. So what's the main thing you hear people want to set for a New Year's
lose
resolution?
weight.
For sure, lose weight. Have y'all heard any other New Year's resolution?
I'm gonna be nicer to people.
Okay, that's good. What else?
Not make as many jokes.
Oh, really? I never heard of that one. That's a new one for me.
I didn't
What's up?
I had a New Year's on Friday. They dressed up in China clothes.
Okay, so people tend to dress differently. I've seen people like go on different types of dates. Like they instead of dating a certain type of people, they'll date another type of people. It's kind of weird. People get new cars as their New Year's resolution. So, but the main important thing is lose weight. It's about changing your appearance. And so most of the time, whenever we are dealing with physical, we're only thinking about the carnal. We're only thinking about what we can touch, what we can see. A lot of times we try to put on more makeup to cover a lot of our flaws for a girl's sake. And, you know, guys tend to buy more things. A lot of times we're not thinking of the spiritual aspect of what those physical things do. So I want y'all to go around and tell me what are some of your physical goals that you have. Parsha, you want to go first?
Go to college.
Go to college, okay. Benaya, or did you have any more?
And be good at art.
Be good at art.
Wait, you said physical?
Physical. What are your physical goals?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to be a successful person, and that when I go to college, I want to have good grades.
Okay. Good. Shariah.
We're talking about physical, right?
Physical.
Okay,
Yeah.
I wanted clear skin.
Okay. That's fine. Everybody's physical goal is a little different. Is that the only one you had?
I had long nails, bigger hair.
Okay. Tiana, what are your physical goals?
Lose weight, have longer hair, and be a better person and pick up my grades.
Okay. Naomi, what are your physical goals?
I want to be good at writing.
Be good at writing. Okay. Anything else? Arya, what's your physical goal? Art. Okay. Mawarla?
I want to be able to build stuff.
Build stuff. So, okay. So everybody's physical goal is different, which is awesome. They should be. You know, not everybody's perception is a little different. So we all know what our physical goals are. So on the spiritual aspect, tell me what some of your spiritual goals are. Kwadashaya.
Pray more.
Pray more. Benaya.
I wanted to be like Christ and to be more humble.
Okay.
Understand Proverbs more.
Problems.
Proverbs.
Proverbs. Okay. Naomi.
Study.
Study.
Mine.
Yeah. Tiana.
Study every Thursday and get stronger in the Word. Pray twice a day and learn Hebrew.
Good. Arya, what are your spiritual goals? Making pictures for class, okay. Mawala, what's your spiritual goal?
I want to pray every day.
Pray every day. Okay, so why do you think it's good to have a spiritual goal?
Keep you in the spirit.
Keep you in the spirit, right? Tiana?
To accomplish it.
To accomplish it. Anybody else? Benaya?
To want to be that, like that humble person. Want to be that good spiritual person.
Good. So for me, a spiritual goal is something that's going to make me establish my relationship better with the Most High. So everybody who said their spiritual goal is going to get you close, have a closer relationship to the Most High. And we always want to remember, like, all these steps, the ultimate goal is to enter into the kingdom. We don't want to forget that. So do you think coming up with a spiritual goal was harder than coming up with a physical goal?
Yeah.
Yeah, why is that?
Because physical, I guess it's just stuff I want now, and spiritual, like, gotta work harder.
That's very true. Anybody else? You think was the spiritual goal harder than coming up with the physical?
Yes.
Why?
Because it's something that we don't do every single day. It's not something that we commit to every single day.
Right.
It's not a daily thing.
That's good. Naya?
Also because there's temptations to when you do that, there's temptations to do other things than your goal for spiritual things.
Right. Anybody else? Maya, was a spiritual goal harder to come up with than your physical goal?
Yeah.
Why? Why was it harder to think about?
Why was it a struggle to think about it?
Is it because you don't think about it all the time? No. Is it because also you don't maybe work on it? Right, okay, cool. And that goes for all of us, you know. A lot of the times too, we're always like dealing with the world. So a lot of us go to school, even with homeschool, you're like consumed by homework all the time. It just never stops. And then for the older siblings, you're dealing with your brothers or your sisters all the time, never stops. Then when it comes to your parents, all the time, never stops. So you're just thinking like, I just need to make it through the day. I don't even worry about anything else. So the last thing on your mind is, okay, did I pray today? Okay, did I read a verse today? Let me see if I can do this. Because we're so consumed about the carnal around us. So, well, what do I want to do this weekend? I need a break. Let me go to Funplex. Let me go to the movies. Let me do all these different things, right? So I want us to go to, in the Bible, Matthew 6, verse 19. Matthew 6 and 19. Yes, you may. So everybody gets it. Oh. Matthew 6 and verse 19. Everybody there?
Yes.
Can I get a volunteer to read? Tiana, go ahead.
Lay not yourselves treasures upon the earth. There must be, and wrath doeth corrupt, and where thrive break down and steal.
Where thieves break down and steal. So when we have our treasures upon earth, so for example, I got a new car. Some sisters, others just have a new car. What else? Some people may have money stuffed under their mattress or something, or in their sofa, and they have all this money stashed away. But guess what can happen to all those things? You get snatched really quick, especially when you're not walking with wisdom, or even if you are doing the right thing. Like, for example, Job was doing the right thing the whole time, right? But all those things were taken away from him. So when we are so worried about, I need a new pair of shoes, I got to change my appearance, and all those things, that can corrupt you really on the inside and not even push you forward to what you really need to focus on or what your actual goal is. Tiana, go ahead and keep reading the next verse.
But lay yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth or rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal.
So whenever we're thinking on a higher level, when we're thinking on a spiritual level, we will always have the Most High protecting and guarding our treasures. So let's say you do want to go to college and you want to become successful. But if you have your focus on the Most High and saying, hey, in order to do this, I have to put my faith in Him first, and then everything else will fall into place, then nothing can get corrupted. Nothing will be taken from you. No thief can be like, this is mine now. Put a gun to your head and then run off. You know, like none of that can happen anymore. So because the Most High will get you, He will always protect you and look out for you. So at the very most, we want to always think of, no matter what the goal is, physical or spiritual, we definitely want to make sure that the Most High is into play and that it's a bigger purpose and it's for a bigger picture. Let's see. So what motivates you guys? Now this is a question I didn't ask you guys earlier, but I want to know what motivates you to do these goals. What's going to give you the motivation to accomplish your goal? Whether it's to lose weight or to grow longer nails, bigger hair, right? Shirai, what's that?
I guess it's the people that make fun of me. Like,
Okay.
if they're like, oh, your nails are disgusting, or like you'll never be, you know.
So you want to kind of
Shove it in their face and prove them wrong.
Yeah, okay. Love to the haters. Anybody else? What motivates you to accomplish your goals? Benaya?
Proving people wrong.
Proving people wrong. Okay, what else? Tiana? What's going to motivate you for your goals? Spiritual or physical?
Prove people wrong.
Proving people wrong. So everybody wants to prove everybody wrong. And what else? Nothing? So what about things like it's going to help somebody else? Or I'm an example for this person. That can also be other ways too, other than just proving people wrong. So I will kind of share a little bit of a story on my end. Because I kind of went through the same thing where I wanted to graduate college so bad. And I went to my college advisor, and my advisor was going through my grades, and he was like, you're never going to do the job. Like, straight up, to my face, exactly like that, dry, all of it. And I was so upset about it that I was just, like, in the library, nonstop, didn't go to no homecoming party, no anything. I was just like, there's no, first of all, I was thinking, like, there's no way he's allowed to tell me that. He shouldn't be allowed to tell me that. But he did. He said it straight to my face. He's an old white man with barely any hair. I was so mad. I was just chopping on him. And so after that, I got to work. And then next thing you know, I graduated, and a month later, I got my dream job. Now I'm working in the lab for ExxonMobil. So my deal was to prove people wrong as well. So now I want us to tell me, what are your goals 10 years from now? Shariah.
I want to go to college. I want to have my own apartment. I want to be a working writer for the news. And I have one son.
Okay. Who's next? Who wants to go next? Benaya? Huh?
Never mind.
Everybody's going to share. Okay. Who wants to go? What are your goals 10 years from now? Ma Warla, what are your goals 10 years from now?
You would be 19?
Yeah. Actually, turned down 20 because. What's your goals? I want to be a builder.
Okay.
Mechanic?
Yeah.
You want to be a builder 10 years from now? That's your 10-year goal? Tiana, what's your goal 10 years from now?
Is to have a house and be a really smart person, and to have my dream job, and to be married.
Okay.
Still trying to figure out my dream job.
You'll be 25.
You're going to be married by 25?
Okay, Naomi, what's your goal 10 years from now?
To not be homeless.
To not be homeless?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't need that.
Anything else? That's it? Okay. Quadishai, what's your goal 10 years from now?
To be a good cook and to be an artist.
To be what?
An artist.
An artist? Benaya.
I want to be rich, but I don't want to be like one of those people that are like, you're poor and you have no money. I want to be like the person that is rich but helps the people who don't have.
Okay, cool. So what are your goals by next Sabbath? Tiana.
To at least try and win the game or get an even score, and to make sure I study on Thursday and run a mile.
Okay. Shariah.
To get all my work done and at least pray every day.
Okay. Quadishaya.
Not get into detention.
Oh my gosh. That's a good goal. Benaya.
I want to know, like, I want to like actually understand the Bible when I read it.
Say that one more
I
time.
actually want to understand the Bible when I read it.
Okay. Comprehend. Did I get to you, Mama? Yeah, I did get to you. Damn it. Ariel, what is your goal 10 years from now? She said she didn't want to be homeless. You want to be an artist 10 years from now? Good. Alright, so we all have these different things and they're all going to motivate us to do certain things. So, your 10-year goals, what's going to motivate you to do that? What's going to push you?
My mom.
Your mom.
My dad.
Your dad.
Should physically push me.
Yeah, what's gonna push you to make sure I'm gonna get that house, I'm gonna get the job, I'm gonna be rich, I'm gonna make sure I'm not homeless. What's gonna push you to actually do that work?
Being broke down, like, to the point where like, okay, so like you know how like when like you're broken down to like a low state. And,
Yeah.
Like there's something like you're trying to.
You have nowhere else to go but up.
Yes.
Okay, I got you. Okay, what else?
That my dad is like sick and that we don't have all the money to just help him like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So that motivates you, is your dad? What else? What else? I want to hear some more motivation. Quadishai, what's going to motivate you? To not get detention.
Or mom. Me. I'll beat you.
The best. You don't know? Maorla, what's going to motivate you to become a builder? Are there some things already at home that you build, that you work on every day?
I don't work on it every day, and I can't anymore. It's never broken, but yeah.
Oh. So, but if you had that, you would work on
Yeah.
play with that every day. Okay. Arya, what's going to motivate you to become an artist?
The stuff that I know,
Not what?
the stuff at home and the arts and crafts.
Arts and crafts. Okay, good. Naomi, what's going to motivate you not to be homeless?
My parents.
Your parents? How are they going to motivate you?
You know, they might yell me a bit, just they might yell me be like, you're not gonna be homeless, go get a job right now. I can kick down.
And Shariah, what's going to motivate you to get to college and have one son?
I'm gonna have only one.
Yeah.
Myself.
Yourself? What do you mean?
I'm gonna do it for me
Okay. Gotcha.
and my future kid.
Good. So I want everybody to go to 2 Chronicles 15 and 7.
Veronica and Sam.
15 and 7. So the next few scriptures that I want us to go over are going to have some characteristics that's going to help us, motivate us to get to the goals that we want. So is everybody there?
Yeah.
All right. Can I get a volunteer to read? Shai, go ahead when you're ready. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. characteristics is that we have to be strong and we can't be weak. So a lot of us as the sisters, we work really, really hard day in and day out. I know my day starts at 5 in the morning and it don't end until 2 in the morning. So I get tired, I get weak, I get hungry, I get famished, I get hot, all kinds of things, right? But at the end of the day, what's going to motivate me to keep going to the next day and the next day and the next day? Well, I have to remember that the scripture says that I have to be strong, that I can't get weak, I can't get tired. The next one I want us to go to is Romans 12 and 11.
Is that in the New Testament?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes, it is.
Romans
Your
12.
pen.
12 and 11.
Yes.
What's the chapter?
12, verse 11. Romans 12, verse 11. I see some people looking for it. Does anybody need help? Mama needs help. Can someone help Mama Marla? Okay, will you help your brother? For Romans 12 and 11.
Where's our salad?
Aria, you need help? Naomi, do you mind helping Aria find Romans 12 and 11? Alright, can I get a reader?
I'm good.
Shariah?
You said 11?
Romans 12, verse 11.
Not slothful in business, fervent in spirit, serving the Lord.
So what does slothful mean? What's another word for slothful?
Lazy.
You can't get lazy. You can't, a lot of the times, like, again, that New Year's resolution, I'm gonna lose weight. You see everybody in the gym for like 2 days. Then what happens? They get lazy.
I mean,
They get lazy. They're like, I don't want to do it today. I'm gonna go back to my cookies, ice cream. We're in Romans 12 and 11. So so the scriptures tells us as a characteristic, we can't get lazy if we're gonna reach a certain goal. The Most High is not gonna take lazy people. It's gonna take definitely work and effort in order to get to the kingdom. Let's see. So these scriptures are going to be reminders for us for each time we were trying to accomplish a goal. The Most High tells us these characteristics that are needed to be successful in striving to be perfect. He wants us to be strong, not slothful, and fervent. So now we can go Joshua 1 and 9.
Got it. Okay.
is that like right after?
No, it's in the Old Testament.
Okay, wait.
Got
Got it.
y'all flipping through the Bible.
Got it.
Joshua.
I beat everybody.
Joshua 1 verse 9.
Joshua 1 verse 9.
I'm the Bible speaker. I can beat you all. Joshua.
Joshua is towards the beginning of the book.
Oh, this is
You gotta find it, babe. Joshua. Look for Joshua at the top of the book.
That's right after Deuteronomy. You know that word.
Can I get a volunteer to read? Ooh. Go ahead.
Have not I commanded you to be strong and of good courage? Be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed. For the Lord thy God is with thee, wheresoever thou goest.
Good. So we can't be afraid. Being afraid just holds you back. There are people in the world that literally has a phobia of being successful and achieving what they want. It's called achievement phobia. I looked it up. It's a real thing. It's real. It's a real thing. I'm gonna use another example. I have a sister. She wanted to be a cosmetologist, which is people who do hair and nails and all that other stuff. But she was more on the hair side. And she was literally one test away from having her own salon, her own clientele, all these different things, right? She wouldn't take the test.
What?
She turned it down. She didn't even have to pay for the school or anything. She just had backup like that. But she did not take the test. And she went back to her old lifestyle. So a lot of people tend to have this fear of becoming successful is because they don't think they can handle what's on the other side. So you wanted to be rich, but you're like, I don't want to be that person who are like, well, you're broke, ha 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 ha. So, but the thing is, people end up like that, right? So with you, you said you wanted to lose weight and all this other stuff, right? Well, on the other side, you could be like, I could very well be like, well, I'm cuter than you, I'm sexier than you, all this other stuff, you can't touch me. Exactly. So with that, you know, a lot of people can't handle something that could really be for good, and then next thing you know, it turns their spirit the whole other direction. So, let's see. Another scripture that comes to mind, and we can go to Psalms 23 and 4.
Got it.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Show it.
This is the Apocrypha.
Oh.
Yeah, that Bible's tricky.
I got it.
Go ahead, Shreya.
Where is it?
Oh, Marwa, you got it? You need help?
3 and 4?
Yeah.
Psalms 23, verse 4. Give Marwa that chance. Naomi, you got it?
We've read this when we were in homeschool.
No, I don't.
Oh, I did.
Are you
23 or 25?
23.
Okay.
Psalms 23 and 4. Take it away.
Is it yeah or ye?
Ye.
Ye, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me.
Good. So it says that we can't fear no evil. What do you think would happen if I was afraid? Like, say I was walking through this skinny little tiny path, and on both sides I have diseases, people with cooties, people who are ignorant, who are name bashing me, calling me names, just anything you can think that happens in the world. And I get afraid, like people who steal, shoot, kill, whatever. And I get afraid. Do you think I can make it to the other side where it's safe?
No.
Why not?
You be too scared.
Be too afraid. And again, fear just holds us back from a lot of different things, no matter what. Fear of heights. Whenever there's no other place to go up. So, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Yahweh Shai and the Most High is our rod and our staff. The Word is the rod and our staff. Those are the things that are supposed to comfort us. And we're not supposed to be afraid. So we should be able to maneuver through all the wicked things that the world has to offer. And to put it behind us. And even the people who, like, for example, like I was afraid of going to my advisor after he told me I wasn't getting a job. Like, I just couldn't deal with him anymore. And because my advisor was supposed to tell me, okay, you need to take these classes in order to keep moving or whatever. But I couldn't even go to him after that. Because I was so afraid. I really took what he said to heart. But once I came into this realm, I was able to apply the scriptures and wisdom, remove that fear, and then graduate and move on and this and that or whatever. Now I have an apartment, now I have a car, now I got these blessings that are supposed to help me and help you guys now. So with knowing that, do not be afraid. Don't be afraid of what people are saying. You know, don't be afraid that because you're doing good, that they'll say something negative. Like, who cares? At least I know where I'm going to be at the end of the day. Because by the end of when the Yahweh Shai comes back, at the end of it all, guess who's going to be serving who? The nations are going to be serving you guys. They're going to be the ones who are polishing your sneakers with the toothbrush. Okay? They're going to be the ones painting your nails for however you want to do it. They're going to be the ones doing your hair and making sure you have the perfect softball team or whatever. They're gonna make sure you'll never get detention again. Be like, nah, quite shy. No, she can never get detention. They're gonna be the ones that have your back instead of them being like, ha ha, you got detention. Ha ha, you're not losing weight fast enough. Ha ha, you can't play softball. It doesn't work like that, you know. So don't have the fear of doing the right thing because you're going the extra mile attaining your goals. Whether you're praying every day, whether you're writing down scriptures, whether you're studying, do not be afraid. Don't let nobody say you're doing the wrong thing because really you're doing the right thing. So lastly, I want to ask you guys, what will prevent you to get to your goals? What will stop you from reaching your goals? Other than people saying things about you. You already have your goals?
No, if I already had it, that would stop me. I don't really know.
Oh, okay. What will stop you from getting to your goals?
Being too scared.
Being too scared? Naomi?
Too lazy.
Too lazy? Too lazy? Yeah. Tiana, what will stop you from your goals?
Feeling like once I get there, I'm not gonna be happy. Like I'm not gonna be satisfied with my goals, with my life, or where I am in that life.
Right. Shariah?
Being scared to fail.
Being scared to fail. Arya, what's something that's gonna stop you from becoming an artist? Being dumb. Benaya, what's gonna stop you from reaching your goals?
Satan trying to influence me to try to turn around and not reach.
So bad influences. So again, these are all things that the scriptures say, hey, you can't be lazy, you can't be afraid, you can't be tempted, all these different things, right? So I really want you guys to remember those scriptures because they're going to motivate you. Those are the scriptures that are going to stick and be like, you know what, I remember this going in class and saying, hey, this person said that I was going to be failing at this, and this person said I wasn't going to be any good at this. Or I thought because I wasn't good enough, it wasn't going to happen to me. When that's not the case. If you're doing the right thing in the eyes of the Most High, then you will get what your reward. Okay, so what are some ways to overcome the laziness, the failure, the temptation? How are you going to overcome those things? Tiana?
Work at your goals little by little every day.
Okay. What else? Arya?
Working every day.
Working every day. Benaya?
You could find the right friend that will help you reach that goal.
That's my go-to. I tend to like to go to Shalimai and Shalashna and be like, hey, how do I do this? How do I talk about this? How do I, I even go to Arya, hey, how do I do this? Arya, help me with this class. I was stuck at a point. I was like, I didn't even know what to do. So that's good. That's a really good one. I like that one. Anybody else? But not the dog.
Something that actually cares about you and then makes you bad.
Okay. Good. So, Marwelo, what's gonna help you overcome your obstacles of reaching your goal?
Really?
Less Fortnite.
Less Fortnite. Right? Like, how are you going to become a better builder if you're always on Fortnite? Instead of using your hands for joysticks, you can use your hands for building whatever you need to build. That's
Another council for Fortnite.
okay.
Fortnite we always.
And then I want to ask you guys what's the final reward. So once you become better at softball and you do pray every night, you don't get detention anymore. You got the body, the college, and the kid. You got the money. You got the house. What's gonna happen after that? Like, what's the ultimate reward after that?
The reward.
My kid and me will be happy.
Happiness. Tiana?
You get some more goals.
The dad's not a dad. We're not having my dad.
So you can build even more from there.
The dad.
I need my own baby.
To be a little more successful.
How do you do that?
Successful.
Successful.
There's a good and a bad, but the good is that you have achieved and that you feel good because you achieved that goal that you set. And the bad is that even still after that you achieve that goal, you're still going to want more and more and more and more. Because nothing ever pleases people.
Okay. Naomi.
Be happy with how you are, because think about like how you would have been if you didn't do it, and you would have been like sad. And
Right.
happy that you did it.
Right. Good. I like all of those. So those are all your rewards. So let's go to 2 Samuel 22.
Where's Samuel?
2 Samuel.
Is that how old is it?
20.
Old.
Oh. No, you don't. You looked at the
Second
thingy.
Samuel's what?
22 and let me see.
22 what?
Got it.
Looking for it.
Got it.
I don't have it. She didn't even say what verse.
I have it.
But
I know a verse.
What verse?
The heck?
What verse?
Hold on 1 second.
You still looking for
It's verse. Bet. Look for the verse.
Alright. Describe the verse.
40.
Oh,
20.
19.
Dang it.
19.
Is it 19?
all of the
They
above?
correct me in the day of my calamity.
He brought me forth also into a large place. He delivered me because he delighted in me. 20.
19.
No.
21.
Yes! Someone read that.
Me.
Go ahead, Shreya.
The Lord rewarded me according to my righteousness, according to the cleanliness of my hands hath he recompensed me.
Recompense. Ha. So how are you rewarded by the Most High?
He
Through
blesses
what?
us. Righteousness.
Through your righteousness and being clean and being pure in His eyes, right? So a lot of the times you have to remember. So I want you guys to know that all your goals that you have are great. They're really, really good goals, physical and spiritual. But you're not going to get any of it if you're not going to be righteous. So at the end of the day, if you're going to do all this work, so I'm going to go to college, I'm going to make the softball team, I'm going to make sure I don't get detention, I'm going to make sure I'm rich, I'm going to make sure I get a job. You could do all that and be a really crappy person at the end of the day. Will the Most High even care that you want any of those things? If you're not at the end, making sure this person's taken care of, making sure you're righteous in the eyes of the Most High, are you going to be rewarded? You can't. So you have to make sure that you are rehearsing the righteous acts. You are praying, you are studying, you are helping your brothers and sisters, and that you are putting the Most High first in everything that you do. Verse, a little further down. Verse 33.
Oh, I got it.
Go ahead, Shreya.
God is my strength and power, and he maketh my way perfect.
So, again, the Most High is going to get you where you want to be. No matter what type of person you want to be, no matter who you want to grow up to be, as long as you're doing it in righteousness. And He's going to make your way perfect, and He's going to make sure that you're set as the example. So that's kind of like the gist of it, but I do want to share something with you guys. And I'll be honest, this was a little weird for me because today's the 10th. And I have made goals literally on this date 3 years ago. And I did not set this up, I promise. But I wanted to show you guys some of the goals that I had 3 years ago, before I even came into truth. So I made this checklist and I said I was going to file my taxes. I was going to pay off a debt that I had. I was going to pay off my credit card. I was going to open a savings account, put $500 in it, and then $42 every month. I was going to apply for jobs and follow up. I was gonna intern at the Body Farm. Body Farm is a morgue that was at my school. So I was gonna intern there. I was gonna make all A's, no more than 1 B. And then I wrote a side note, seriously, I'm smart, so apply yourself. The classes I was taking was victimology, introduction to criminal justice, Texas government, and chemistry seminar. Another goal that I have is not to smoke and drink so much. Another one, I was going to research internships and jobs. Make sure I get my GPA to a 3.2. Does anybody know what a GPA is?
Yes.
Everybody knows what a GPA is? GPA is a grade point average, especially like it really kind of counts whenever you're in high school. So if you get like a 4.0, that's you making all A's. Or if you get, and that's for like the entire time you're in school. So whenever I graduated, I ended up with a 3.5, so I passed that. I was supposed to only make A's for P-Chem, instrumental analysis, inorganic chemistry, and forensic chemistry. I wanted to pray more and read more. I wanted to find a new apartment. I wanted to be more open and patient, and be thankful and grateful every day. And then start planning my graduation in December, but I ended up graduating in May. So those are my goals literally 3 years ago, and I've accomplished all of those. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. So now we're gonna do a little game. So I want everybody to say shalom.
Shalom.